Learning Zili Nishmas Etta Ahuva Basra Bava Basra Perek Gimel Mishna Yomi Yiftach Adam Chalinoisa v'Chatzar HaShutfin. A person can't open up new windows into a shared yard because of Hezegriya. Kol Shekain l'Chatzar Chaveri. The Gemara says Lakach Bayis b'Chatzar Acheres v'Yiftachenu l'Chatzar HaShutfin. If a person has a house in one yard and he buys a house in the yard next door, he can't open up the 2 yards to make it easier for him to walk. The Gemara says, Mimnei shemarba aleim es aderech, because more people are going to start using this from before, and there won't remain the original tznius, the original privacy that there was before. However, the Mishnah says that you could be bana ali al gabe beisai. If a person built a second floor on his house, lo yiftachenu l'chatzar hashutvin, he can't open up that house into the public property, because there's more people. But he could build a house from within his house, and the Gemara explains that this means that he could split his house into 2. In other words, if he had one room, he could split that room into 2. And same thing, he could split halfway. If he had, let's say, a 20 feet roof, he could split it into 2 floors, 10 feet and 10 feet, because he's not adding more people, so there's no marba aleim aderech, so the yard will have the same tznius. The svara is because originally I could have fit more people into this house, so now that I split it, now that I'm not adding on more area, I'm just splitting it. I'm allowed to do that. I have a right to do that. Mishnah continues, Yiftach Adam l'chatzar hashutvin Pesach kinege Pesach v'chaloim kinege chaloim. I can't open up into a chatzar hashutvin a doorway kineged your doorway, or a chaloin kineged a chaloin. And the Rashbam explains, even where I do have a chazaka, because we previously said you're not allowed to do it all together, but even if you have a chazaka that you are allowed to do it, it can't be my door is opposite your door. The Gemara learns it out from the pasuk Vayisa Bilam Eseina Vayaris Yisrael Sheichin L'Shvativ. What did he see? He saw that Ein Pischei Aleim L'Chuvanan Zel Lezeh, that the tents of Kal Yisrael weren't one opposite the other. So he said, Ruyin Halol Shetisham Aleim Shechina. And the Rashbam explains that the Machane Yisrael then was like a Chatzar HaShutvim, because there was no Rishus HaRabim, only in the Machane Leviyah. So you see from there that by a Chatzar HaShutvim, you have to remain the privacy, like the pasuk says, Matoivu Alecha Yaakov, that the Pischei Alein were not one opposite the other. Same thing, Hayakatan lo yasenu gadol, echad lo yasenu shtayim. If I had one small or one, I can't make it into 2. Avol pesach hu l'rishus harabim, pesach kinege pesach, chaloim kinege chaloim. And over there also, Hayakatan lo gadol, echad lo shtayim. But if there's a rishus harabim in between, so then I can say in either way, the people in the rishus harabim are going to be seeing into your house. So then I could open up my pesach kineged your pesach, and my chaloin kineged my chaloin. I can make a small one bigger, and I can make one into 2. Mishna ches ein oisin chalal tachas rishus harabim beiris sichin u'ma'oris Rebbe Eliezer mater kedei tehei agola mahaleches v'tuna avanim. So as a machlekes, if I could dig underneath the rishus harabim, the Tanakama holds you're not allowed to, because we're afraid that years later it's going to open up and no one's going to want to have to deal with Dinei Torah at that point. And Rebbe Eliezer says, no, we go Basar Hashta, we don't care that maybe the next day it's going to fall and collapse, as long as right now a carriage filled with stones is able to go on top of it without it collapsing. So then you could dig underneath the Rishus HaRabim. Mishnah continues, a person can't stick out these pegs to hang stuff over a Rishus HaRabim, like we learned in Mishnah Zion, that in Mishnah Vav, that you can't do that over a Chatzar HaShutvin. Now the Mishnah is saying you can't do it into Rishus HaRabim. But laka chater abad zizin gushois. But if you bought a yard and already had these zizin sticking over into the Rishus HaRabim, harezu b'chaskasa, then you could keep it, because we say that maybe the prior owner was kainis l'seich shaloi. He did it really in his own property, and then the people in the Rishus HaRabim started using it.